Meet the newest member of the superfoods group, Lupin. Yes, that's right, Lupin, which has been more commonly known as stock feed. It's the latest ingredient making waves in the superfoods world.
This little guy is a lupin. He's part of the legume family and he's pretty impressive. 40% is protein, 37% is fibre, and he's naturally gluten-free. Really rich in minerals and high in antioxidants. It's really good for keeping your blood pressure nice and low. Type 2 diabetes sufferers love him. And good news for me, helps with appetite control.
85% of the world's lupin is grown right here in WA. We're just a couple of hours north of Perth in Carrican, and Phil Barrett has been farming lupin for 13 years.
Good morning, Phil, mate. Thanks for having us.
Good morning. Thanks for coming.
Mate, 1,200 acres right here on the Indian Ocean. That's not a bad office to wake up to every morning.
It's a great office.
Look, we're standing in the middle of your lupin field. Tell me, why are lupins important to WA agriculture?
They put nitrogen back into the soil to help build it up.
And that's important. Is it just lupins that you do on this plot of land, or do you rotate it around?
No, we rotate it with wheat, and just so everything balances out.
So how essential are the lupins to that part of the process?
Well, it repairs the ground by putting the nitrogen in, and then it basically makes a nice bed for the wheat to grow into.
So it sounds like if it wasn't for lupins, then this part of WA really wouldn't be farmable.
Pretty much so, yeah.
And look, I heard through the grapevine that there's a whole nother market. Like lupins obviously used to go to livestock and, grain feed, but isn't there hipster cafes in Mount Lawley that are now serving lupins?
That's right, and that's another market for us, which, will help our income.
So, how do you eat lupin, and how on earth does a grain grown to feed cattle become a delicious addition to my dinner? Sophie Sipser is an expert on lupin and just the person I need to chat to. So, Sophie, you're a food scientist, chemistry major. Is it fair to say that you're the national authority on lupins?
Almost, yes. I would say that I've spent quite a few years working with lupins.
So 25 years and you've finally worked out how to turn this cattle feed into something delicious for humans to eat, is that right?
Yes, I think we've actually finally cracked it. It's been hard work. Part of the issue is like people recognise the bean, the speckled bean that the cattle will eat.
Yeah.
We remove the outer fibrous seed coat and we have the split inside, but even this is difficult to cook with because there's no starch and won't soften. And therefore we've developed this product here, the flake, which allows instant hydration and a range of applications in terms of recipes and food use, be it crumbing, making dips, couscous salads, soups, even baking. It's a really, really versatile product.
You haven't just made chicken parmigianas healthy, have you?
Oh, absolutely. 100-gram serving of a chicken schnitzel coated with lupin crumb will give you almost half your daily dose of fibre.
So you're a genius. You're kind of like a cross between Albert Einstein meets Pete Evans, is that right?
I wouldn't go that far.